Hello everyone, this is Phantomator here, and today I have yet another Rocket X Shooter story. So this is the first Rocket X Shooter story that I had done on my Avengers X Shooter Wattpad book, and I'm quite proud of it and everything, at least with the majority of the story. So why don't we go ahead and just jump right in. Let's get started. Rocket yawned loudly as he flew the ship. "You tired, Rocky?" he said as he looked over your shoulder to look at him. Cole snickered very loudly. "There's something funny, Star Munch?" Rocket yelled out with a snarl. Quoll laughed obnoxiously and spoke in a stupid tone. "Oh, it's nothing, Rocky." Rocket lunged from his seat towards Quill, but he quickly hurried over to Rocket and grabbed him. "Come on, Rocket, just ignore him. Come on." He then set him down and guided him out of the pilot room. And now for a time skip. "That frickin' Quill thinks he's such a stupid hotshot. He thinks he's better than all of us," he yelled out. Rocky took you took Rocket to his room where he could vent privately without bugging you both. You couldn't even admit it out loud, but being alone with Rocket like this was so nice. You always loved hanging out with him, even when he was in a bad mood. You were grateful that he let you into his room, let you talk to him, and open up to him despite not knowing you that long. See, you were a simple thief and such. You were amazing at stealing, but you only did it for the sake of survival. Despite the fact you were a thief, you only did it. Despite the fact you were a thief, you had a kind heart. You were also a fighter who wouldn't hesitate in kicking someone into the ground just 'cause they looked at your best friend wrong. You remained silent for a second before offering a kind smile to him. "I don't think that, Rocket. Remember, he just went through a hard time with himself with losing both his real father and Yondu. I know you probably haven't been happy with that experience either, but I'm sure Quill didn't mean it. He's just going through a lot," he said as you put a hand on his shoulder. He took a deep breath before he yawned loudly. He stretched lightly and you giggled. "You sound so cute when you yawn." Yeah. He smiled and began petting Rocket on the head lightly. He began scratching his ears, and they twitched lightly from the sensation. You weren't sure how long you were petting him. Seconds, minutes, hours, who knows and who cares. And now for Rocket's point of view. I felt my eyes grow heavy after her petting me for a bit. My tail wagged a little as I sighed peacefully. Your name was probably one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. Back before, I never thought I'd find a broad willing to deal with me. You'd figure a blind girl would like me. But yet, here she is, caring for me. Your name?" "Mm-hmm," she said sweetly. I swear that voice could kill me. "Why do you put up with me?" I said suddenly. I kinda regretted asking, 'cause it made me sound so desperate or something. "What are you talking about?" "Your name, look at me. I'm a frickin' freak. There's nothing in this universe like me. I'm just a weird as hell rodent, whatever that is. And now for your point of view." It always broke my heart when I saw Rocket like this. I've had a crush on him since I first met him, and I still remember the bar fight, thinking he was a stupid little rodent that was torn apart over and over again. But in my eyes, he was a smart-mouthed and silly friend of mine. But deep down, I always wanted more than a friendship with him. You're not a rodent, Rocket. You're not weird. You're not weird. You're not a rodent. You're not weird, Rocket. We're all unique, and there aren't two people in this galaxy that are exactly the same. I mean, you helped save the whole frickin' galaxy twice. If that's not proof of how cool you are, then I don't know what is," I said with a frown. He looked up at me with shock in his chocolate eyes. I giggled and pulled him into a hug suddenly, rubbing his back gently, being careful of his cybernetic implants. You'd figure his fur would be all scraggly and dirty, but it wasn't. His fur was super soft. He rested his head on my shoulder, and as I petted his back, and I felt my heart explode. Here I was, petting my crush like a cute little cat. I continued to pet him for a few more minutes, when I suddenly noticed Rocket breathing evenly. He must have fallen asleep, I thought. I gently grabbed him by his waist and laid him down in my lap. He groaned a little in his sleep, but he didn't stir. I then kept petting him, trying to fight back the yawn. But of course, I failed. I felt my eyes grow heavy, and I felt a wave of drowsiness come over me. I scooted the both of us against the wall, then I relaxed and petted him until I fell asleep. But before I did, I could have sworn I heard Rocket say in a drowsy tone, "I love you, your name. I love you too. I love you too." I thought as I fell asleep. The end. I really, really enjoyed the ending to this story, mainly because this is like I think this might be the first story I ever made that didn't end in a kiss and everything, but it still managed to look it still seemed to be super cute and everything, and I very much enjoy it. And it just makes me wish I had a Rocket plushie or something, because he's just so cute. And I can't help but want to cuddle his little face off, because he's just so adorable. But anyway, guys, that was a Rocket X Raider story, and as always, this is Phantom Raider, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye bye.